Hey Jake, how's it going today?
Hey Sarah, I'm doing all right, but honestly, I had a pretty stressful morning.
Oh no, what happened?
So, I had to give a short presentation at work today. Just 5 minutes, nothing big. But my heart was beating so fast, my hands were shaking, and I totally forgot what I wanted to say in the middle of it.
Oh, I know that feeling. I remember my first presentation in English. I had prepared everything perfectly at home, but when I stood up in front of everyone, my mind went completely blank.
Exactly, that's exactly what happened to me. And the worst part is, I know the words, I know what I want to say. But when people are looking at me, everything just disappears.
You know what, Jake? I think this is actually a perfect topic for us today. Public speaking in English, because so many people have this exact problem.
That's true. It's not just about knowing English, it's about feeling confident when you speak in front of others.
Exactly. So today, we're going to help you speak English with more confidence in front of a group. Whether it's a work presentation, a toast at a wedding, or even just asking a question in a meeting, we've got you covered.
And don't worry, we're going to keep it simple and practical. Real phrases you can use right away.
Let's start with some key vocabulary, words and expressions you'll need when you speak in front of a group. The first one is audience. Your audience is the group of people who are listening to you.
Right, so you might say, I looked at my audience and smiled. The audience is just the people watching and listening.
Another important word is stage fright. Stage fright is the feeling of fear or nervousness when you have to speak in front of people.
Oh, I definitely had stage fright this morning. You can say, I always get stage fright before a presentation. It's totally normal, by the way. Even professional speakers get stage fright sometimes.
That's a great point. Now, let's talk about the word confident. When you are confident, you believe in yourself. You feel strong and calm.
For example, she looked very confident during her speech. Or, I want to feel more confident when I speak English.
And closely related is the word confidence. It's the noun form. Public speaking takes practice and confidence.
Next word, pace. Your pace is how fast or how slow you speak. This is really important in public speaking.
Very important. You can say, try to slow down your pace when you present. Many people speak too fast when they're nervous.
And another useful one, body language. This is how your body communicates. Your hands, your posture, your face.
Good body language can make you look confident even if you're nervous inside. For example, good body language includes eye contact and standing up straight.
Let's also learn the phrase to make eye contact. This means to look into someone's eyes when you talk to them.
Right. The speaker made eye contact with the audience. It helps people feel connected to you.
One more expression, to wrap up. To wrap up means to finish, to conclude. Let me wrap up with a final thought.
Perfect. And the last one for now, to break the ice. To break the ice means to do or say something to make people feel comfortable at the beginning.
Like a joke or a fun question. He told a funny story to break the ice before his presentation.
Great. So let's quickly review. We've learned audience, stage fright, confident, confidence, pace, body language, make eye contact, wrap up, and break the ice.
Awesome. Now, let's put these words into action. Let's imagine a situation. Sarah, you have to give a short presentation at work about a new project. How would you start?
Okay, let me try. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Sarah, and I'm going to talk about our new marketing project.
That's great. Simple, clear, professional. Now, how would you continue? What's the structure?
So, a good structure for any short presentation is 3 parts. First, tell them what you're going to talk about. Second, talk about it. Third, summarize what you said.
I like that. Tell them, show them, remind them. Can you give me an example of part 1?
Sure. Today, I'd like to cover 3 things. First, the goal of the project. Second, the timeline. And third, what we need from the team.
See, that's so clear. The audience knows exactly what's coming. They feel comfortable. Now, let's hear part 2. Pick one point.
Okay, so let's start with the goal. The goal of this project is to reach more customers online. We want to increase our social media presence by 30% before the end of the year.
And how would you transition to the next point?
Now, let's move on to the timeline. See? Simple transition. Let's move on to is one of the most useful phrases in presentations.
I love that phrase. What are some other good transition phrases?
There are a few really good ones. Next, I'd like to talk about or moving on to our second point. Or another important thing is
Those are gold. Okay, now let's hear how you would finish.
so, to wrap up, our goal is to grow online. We have 6 months and we need everyone's help. Thank you for listening. Does anyone have any questions?
Beautiful. That was clear, organized, and confident. Now let me try a different situation. Imagine I'm at a friend's wedding and I need to give a toast.
Oh, that's a fun one, but also stressful. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jake, and I've been friends with Mark for over 10 years.
Great start. You introduced yourself and you told people why you're speaking.
I remember when Mark first told me about Lisa. He couldn't stop smiling. He said, "Jake, I think I found the one." And honestly, seeing them together today, I know he was right.
That's lovely. You told a short personal story. That's a great technique for any speech.
So please raise your glasses. To Mark and Lisa, may your love story be as beautiful as this day. Cheers!
Wonderful. See, that was short, personal, and emotional. Perfect toast.
Thanks. Now let's talk about something really important. What do you do when you're nervous? Because knowing the words is one thing, but controlling your nerves is another.
This is such a great question. Okay, tip number 1, breathe. Before you start speaking, take 3 slow, deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth.
That really works? It sounds too simple.
It does work. Deep breathing tells your body to calm down. It slows your heart rate. Try it right now. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds.
Okay, I actually feel a bit calmer already.
Tip number 2, start with something easy. Don't start with the hardest part of your speech. Start with your name, a greeting, or a simple question to the audience.
Like, "Good morning, how is everyone doing today?" That's easy to say, and it breaks the ice.
Exactly. Tip number 3, slow down. When we're nervous, we speak too fast. Remind yourself to slow down your pace.
I do that all the time. I rush through everything because I want it to be over.
A good trick is to pause after important sentences. The pause feels long to you, but for the audience, it feels natural and confident.
That's a really good tip. Okay, what about body language? What should we do with our hands?
Great question. Don't cross your arms. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Instead, use open gestures. Move your hands naturally when you explain something.
And what about eye contact? I find it really hard to look at people when I'm speaking.
Here's a trick. Don't try to look at everyone. Pick 3 or 4 friendly faces in the room. Look at one person for a few seconds, then move to another. It feels more natural.
That's smart. So you're not actually looking at everyone, but it seems like you are.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about some common mistakes that English learners make when speaking in public.
Oh, this is going to be useful. What's mistake number 1?
Mistake number 1, reading from a paper word for word. If you just read your speech, you lose connection with your audience. It sounds robotic and boring.
So what should you do instead?
Use notes with key words, not full sentences, just a few words to remind you of each point. Look at your notes briefly, then look up and speak naturally.
That makes sense. What's mistake number 2?
Saying sorry too much. Many learners start with, "Sorry, my English is not perfect," or "Sorry if I make mistakes. Don't do this."
Why not? I mean, I understand why people say it. They feel insecure.
I understand too, but it does 2 bad things. First, it makes the audience focus on your mistakes. Second, it makes you feel less confident. Instead, just start speaking. If you make a small mistake, keep going. Most people won't even notice.
That's such an important point. What's mistake number 3?
Using filler words too much. Words like like, you know. Everyone uses them sometimes, but too many fillers make you sound unprepared.
How do you reduce filler words?
Replace them with a pause. Instead of saying just be silent for a second. A short silence is much more powerful than
Interesting. And mistake number 4?
Speaking in a monotone voice. That means your voice stays at the same level the whole time. No ups, no downs. It's boring to listen to.
So, how do you fix that?
Change your energy. When you say something exciting, let your voice go up. When you say something serious, let it go down. Practice by reading a story out loud and making it sound interesting.
These are all excellent tips. Now, let's talk about some cultural differences. Because public speaking isn't the same everywhere, right?
Not at all. For example, in the United States, speakers are usually very direct and enthusiastic. They smile a lot, they use humor, and they try to entertain the audience.
That's interesting. And in the UK?
In the UK, the style is often more reserved. British speakers tend to use understatement and subtle humor. They might be less animated, but very precise with their words.
What about the use of humor? Is it always appropriate?
In English-speaking countries, starting with a joke or a funny story is very common and usually appreciated. But the humor should be light and inclusive, nothing offensive or too personal.
Good to know. Any other cultural tips?
Yes, in American business culture, it's very common to start a presentation with a personal story or an anecdote. This helps create a connection with the audience. Also, questions from the audience are usually welcome and encouraged.
In some cultures, asking questions might seem rude, right?
Exactly. But in the US and UK, it's a sign of interest and engagement. So if someone asks you a question during your presentation, take it as a compliment.
All right, let's do some practice scenarios. I'll give you a situation, and you tell me what you would say. Ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
Scenario 1. You're starting a presentation at work. What's your opening line?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to be here. Today, I'd like to share some ideas about how we can improve our customer service.
Perfect. Scenario 2. You're in a meeting and you want to share your opinion.
I'd like to add something, if I may. I think we should consider a different approach.
Nice. That's polite and confident. Scenario 3. You're ending a presentation and want to invite questions.
So, to summarize, we've covered 3 main points today. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Great. Scenario 4. You're giving a toast at a birthday party.
I just want to say a few words about Emma. She's one of the kindest, funniest people I know. Happy birthday, Emma! Here's to another amazing year.
That's sweet and simple. Scenario 5. You made a mistake during your speech. What do you say?
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Or simply, actually, what I meant to say is, and then continue. No big deal.
See, that's so easy. Don't panic, just correct yourself and move on.
Exactly. And that's actually a sign of confidence. Being able to handle mistakes smoothly.
All right, let's do a quick recap of everything we covered today.
Great idea! So today we learned key vocabulary for public speaking: audience, stage fright, confident, pace, body language, eye contact, wrap up, and break the ice.
We practiced how to structure a short presentation: introduction, main points, and conclusion.
We gave examples of presentations and toasts with real phrases you can use.
We shared tips for managing nervousness: breathe, start easy, slow down, and use good body language.
We talked about common mistakes. Don't read word for word, don't say sorry too much, avoid filler words, and vary your voice.
And we discussed cultural differences between American and British presentation styles.
So here's your homework for this week. I want you to practice one thing. Stand in front of a mirror and introduce yourself in English for 30 seconds. Say your name, what you do, and one interesting thing about yourself.
That's a great exercise. Do it every day this week, and I promise you'll feel more confident by the end.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next episode.
Leave a comment and tell us, what's the hardest thing about speaking English in front of a group? We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing, and remember, you've got this. That's right. Keep going. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Happy thinking in English. That was beautiful, Jake. And that's actually a great way to practice your English, by encouraging other people in English. You practice your speaking, and you make someone's day better.
It's a win-win situation. A win-win means both people benefit. You practice your English, and they feel better. Everybody wins.
And one more. Scenario 5. You're having a bad day with English. Nothing is making sense. What do you tell yourself?
I would say, it's okay to have a bad day. This doesn't mean I'm failing. Tomorrow will be better. I just need to take it one step at a time.
That was perfect. And honestly, talking to yourself in English is one of the best things you can do. It's free, you can do it anywhere, and nobody is judging you.
Self-talk in English. That's actually a great habit to build.
Absolutely. All right, let's wrap things up. Jake, can you give our listeners a quick summary of what we talked about today?
Of course. So today we talked about how your mindset is the key to improving your English. We learned some important vocabulary like mindset, mindset shift, fluency, consistency, comfort zone, growth, and progress.
We also learned some great expressions like take it one step at a time, get the hang of something, be on the right track, push through, and it's about the journey, not the destination.
We talked about common mistakes like only studying grammar, translating in your head, comparing yourself to others, and giving up too soon.
And we practiced real conversations and scenarios that you can use in your daily life.
So here's your homework for this week. Every morning, I want you to say one positive thing about your English in English. Something like, I am making progress, or I am getting better every day.
That's such a great homework assignment. And also, try to speak English out loud for at least 5 minutes every day. Talk to yourself, describe what you see, narrate your day. Just get those words out of your mouth.
If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment telling us about your English learning journey. We love reading your story.